By the time we reach our 60s, 70s, and beyond, our bodies begin to tell us what works for us and what doesn't more clearly than ever. A food that once felt energizing can suddenly leave you feeling stiff, bloated, or achy. And while the term superfood often suggests a miracle cure in a grocery bag, it turns out that even some of the most praised vegetables can pose real problems for older adults, especially those with pre-existing health conditions. A recent, in-depth study from Dr. Evelyn Reed and her team at the Evergreen Wellness Center in Springfield, Illinois, has turned a few popular assumptions upside down. After carefully analyzing the effects of certain vegetables on collagen preservation, joint health, and mobility in adults over 60, they discovered that some health heroes can, in certain cases, do more harm than good. Our goal wasn't to villainize vegetables, says Dr. Reed with a laugh. It was to look at how specific plant compounds interact with the aging body, especially when you have other conditions like arthritis, diabetes, or kidney issues. For some people, moderation is key. For others, it's better to avoid certain vegetables altogether. In their year-long research project, the team not only identified for vegetables seniors should limit or avoid, but also highlighted for others that deserve a more permanent place on the plate. Foods that can actively support collagen, reduce joint wear and tear, and help maintain mobility well into the golden years. Part 1. For vegetables to limit or avoid 1. Beets. The oxalate overload beets often appear at the top of heart-healthy food lists, and for good reason. They're rich in nitrates, which can help improve blood pressure by relaxing blood vessels. But here's the catch: beets are also extremely high in oxalates, natural compounds that bind with calcium in the body. This can lead to the formation of kidney stones, something many seniors can't afford to risk. Dr. Reed points out that the oxalate issue becomes more pressing with age, because kidney function naturally declines over time. If you've ever passed a kidney stone, or even had a doctor warn you about them, you know the pain can be excruciating, sometimes worse than childbirth. Case example, in the study, one participant, a 68-year-old woman from Peoria, Illinois, thought she was doing her heart a favor by juicing beets every morning. For months, she developed calcium oxalate kidney stones. Her urologist directly linked it to her high beet consumption. The alternative: if you're eating beets for their blood pressure benefits, you can swap them for low oxalate, nitrate-rich options like arugula and celery. Arugula, in particular, has the same vascular benefits without the stone-forming risk. Plus, it adds a peppery bite to salads and sandwiches. Tip for seniors: if you do enjoy beets occasionally, drink plenty of water alongside them and avoid pairing them with other high oxalate foods like spinach, almonds, or rhubarb. 2. Spinach. The calcium blocker spinach is often considered a nutritional superstar. It's low in calories, rich in iron, and loaded with vitamins A and K. However, Dr. Reed's research shows that spinach is one of the highest oxalate-containing foods on the planet. The problem: oxalates interfere with calcium absorption, which is vital for bone strength, especially in seniors. Real-life example: the team followed a 72-year-old man from Providence, Rhode Island, who had been adding large handfuls of spinach to his daily smoothies for years when he began experiencing unexpected back pain. A bone density scan revealed early osteoporosis. His diet was otherwise rich in calcium, but the oxalates in his spinach habit were preventing his body from using it. Better choices: for a calcium-rich, low-oxalate alternative, the study recommends collard greens or bok choy. These greens still pack a nutritional punch, but allow your body to absorb and retain more calcium. Cooking tip: lightly steaming greens like collards and bok choy can make their calcium more bioavailable without destroying their vitamin content. 3. Tomatoes. The joint irritant tomatoes are a kitchen staple, from pasta sauces to fresh salads, but they belong to the nightshade family, which contains the chemical solanine. In sensitive individuals, solanine can cause inflammation, joint pain, and nerve issues. For people with arthritis, neuropathy, or autoimmune conditions, tomatoes can be particularly irritating. Why this matters more with age: chronic inflammation is already more common in older adults due to natural immune system changes. Adding a potential inflammatory trigger can make symptoms worse. Gut concerns. Nightshades like tomatoes can also irritate the gut lining, leading to discomfort and potentially worsening conditions, like irritable bowel syndrome. Possible substitutes. If you love the tang of tomatoes, try roasted red bell peppers or carrots in sauces and soups. They provide sweetness and color without the nightshade-related side effects. 4. Potatoes. The blood sugar spike of potatoes, whether mashed, baked, or fried, are pure comfort food for many Americans. Unfortunately, they have a high glycemic load, which means they cause a sharp rise in blood sugar. According to Dr. Reed, a serving of mashed potatoes can spike blood sugar almost as much as a 12-ounce can of soda. For older adults, this is especially dangerous because insulin sensitivity declines with age. Repeated spikes can contribute to weight gain, fatigue, and even type 2 diabetes. The alternative: treat potatoes as an occasional indulgence. Swap them for low glycemic, collagen-supporting vegetables like cauliflower. Mashed cauliflower with a touch of butter and garlic can be surprisingly satisfying and much easier on your blood sugar. Part 2. For vegetables to embrace for collagen, joints, and mobility. 1. Broccoli. The Collagen Protector broccoli tops the enjoy list for good reason. It's packed with vitamin C, essential for collagen production. Collagen is the protein that keeps joints cushioned, skin firm, and connective tissues strong. Broccoli also contains sulforaphane, a compound that blocks enzymes that break down cartilage. Best preparation. Light steaming preserves both vitamin C and sulforaphane. Overcooking can diminish its benefits. Extra tip: pair broccoli with a healthy fat, like olive oil, to enhance nutrient absorption. 2. Kale. The anti-inflammatory powerhouse is rich in vitamin C, vitamin K, and antioxidants. These antioxidants combat chronic inflammation, which can damage collagen fibers over time. Dr. Reed's research links regular kale consumption to slower collagen breakdown and improved skin hydration in seniors. Serving ideas: add baby kale to smoothies, toss it into soups, or saute it with garlic for a nutrient-dense side dish. 3. Okra. The joint lubricator. Okra contains mucilage, a gel-like substance that acts as an internal moisturizer for joints and connective tissue. It also contains antioxidants that block enzymes responsible for breaking down collagen. Mobility benefits. Many study participants reported improved flexibility after adding okra to their diet just twice a week. Cooking tip: lightly sauteing or steaming okra keeps the mucilage intact, maximizing its joint-soothing effects. For carrots, the skin and joint repair. Carrots are rich in beta-carotene, which the body converts to vitamin A. This vitamin is crucial for repairing epithelial tissues, the protective layers covering the skin, joints, and blood vessels. Best of both worlds. Eating carrots raw preserves vitamin C, while lightly cooking them makes beta-carotene more bioavailable. For maximum benefit, mix both raw and cooked carrots into your weekly meals.